Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for the Cuckoo's Fiancee, or A Couple of Cuckoos, chapter 130. When we last left our heroes, Nagi and Erika were kind of gathering after the party, and who showed up but the mystery man, calling himself Erika's fiancé, from the previous chapter, who we find out is a fellow hotel heir named Rihito Dojima, who is also madly in love with Erika. He is not actually her fiance. He's planning on proposing to her tonight. And he kind of challenges Nagi. There's this tense game of Old Maid that I feel like might be trying to sort of, with the plays of the game, get across the character's mental states, but wasn't quite following it. But yeah, that's where we leave off with Rihito announcing he plans to propose to Erika tonight. Let's dive right on into the 130th foul. What am I even doing? And we open with Nagi asking, "You want me to help you propose?" Which is a hell of a move to make to the girl you're trying to propose to's fiance, but okay, Rihito. And Rihito just nods, "Please." And Nagi just mutters, "Okay." And Rihito, beams. "Really? Thank you, Amino-kun. Thank you so much." And Nagi sort of laughs, haha. And then we cut to after dinner, where I guess Nagi's with Erika now, not with Rihito. As Erika sighs, "I'm so full." Nagi tells her, "I know we weren't able to eat while we were at the party, but you ate too much for this time of day." "It's fine. I worked hard today anyway." And as she lies on her pillow, she realizes the situation. "Actually, why are you sharing a room with me again?" And Nagi tells her, "If you've got a problem with that, tell it to the hotel," who of course believe they're engaged, so of course they're sharing a room together. Which has some echoes of the Nagi Hiro thing at the inn way back when, that the anime ended on. Interesting little parallel there. And the front desk lady tells them, "I'm terribly sorry for the oversight on our part, but I'm afraid you'll have to be staying together for the night. The other large rooms are all currently being occupied by the swarm of guests." Oh, there was only one room available at the inn. I see. It's not that, though, the hotel believes they're engaged. I don't know why they wouldn't just do that from the start. And Nagi tells her, "I'll just be on the balcony when we sleep." And Erika's just perfectly fine with that. Alright, which is we haven't seen it in a while. I don't think we've seen it since Hiro was living with them for a little while, pre-elopement. But that is not my favorite part of the series. The habit of, Nagi just being forced to sleep in shitty places is just a weird running gag. But Nagi gets onto her, "Hey, at least pretend you care about me. I'll catch a cold. Put me in the bathroom or something." And Erika mutters, "So you're fine with the bathroom." And Nagi brings up a question that feels designed to sort of get a response out of her. "Would you rather share a room with that childhood friend of yours?" But Erika brushes the question off. "It's fine, really. Just leave it." And Nagi does not leave it, pulling out a bottle of some soda, I guess. "Rihito-kun sure is cool, huh?" Oh no, I think that's Erika's line. As Nagi's pulling the bottle out. And she says that, not even really thinking. And Nagi looks back at her, not terribly happy with, the situation that he's in. And mutters, "Yeah. Rihito-kun says he wants to be an architect in the future. We might both be kids of hotel owners, but we're not the same at all. Can you imagine being the CEO of a hotel chain and being able to design your own hotels? He told me that's the kind of thing he's been thinking about. I have to get it together, too. I really look up to him." Which, hearing the girl you kind of somewhat sort of have feelings for gush about some other guy is, I doubt that feels good to old Nagi here. Though the way she frames it there, Nagi's next line sort of informs us reading, "Oh, so that's how it is." There's a bit in the implication there that it's a lot more, that Nagi is taking her feelings as a lot more, professional admiration rather than a romantic thing. Though, of course, Rihito, it's pure romance. And somehow, Nagi gets to thinking, in that case, wouldn't the two of them be a perfect fit for each other? which I'm not sure how he gets that reading at all, but okay. I mean, wouldn't the two of them be a perfect fit for each other is like a go-to Cuckoo line whenever the narrative wants to stop making any sort of sense whatsoever? So that's nothing new there. But Erika looks over at Nagi's like thinking face, sort of confused, and then gets back to the important conversation. Gets back like their travel plans. So anyway, I was thinking we should head back to Tokyo around noon tomorrow, since Sachi-chan's all alone, you know? And I'm sure you got your own problems too, with Hiro-chan and studying and all, and Nagi disagrees, you bet I do. And then Erika just passes out! Wait, Amino-san? She sleeps way too easy. So yeah, Erika's just out like that. And then morning comes. The morning they're leaving Okinawa, which means I guess Rihito's gonna have to make his move fast. But like the sunlight comes in. Nagi slept on the couch, not in a bathroom, thankfully. And he wakes up morning and sees that Erika's gone. Huh? Amino-san? And he hears outside, yeah. And he goes out to the balcony to look. And we see Erika and Rihito like playing beach volleyball. Rihito-kun, pass! You sure? And he passes the ball to her. They're both laughing. And Nagi watches. And Erika notes him. It's Nagi-kun. And we see Nagi starting to tremble. He's getting a little jealous, ain't he? And Erika calls down, calls up. Oi! Wanna come play with us, Nagi-kun? And Nagi just snaps. Have you two even eaten breakfast yet? You're going to pass out if you're out playing before you eat. I believe that's what they call being somewhat in denial of your feelings, Nagi. Because I think it's pretty clear there that, like, that's a bit of jealousy. He's like, here's an excuse to get them to stop playing volleyball together. And it's definitely not my own, like, it's something they need to, like, handle, and not my own discomfort with the situation or something. And Erika gives him a little yikes. Not yet, I guess. And Rihito turns to her. Shall we go eat then? And Nagi huffs, having no idea why he's acting like this. Which, you know, I've moved past the point where I'm like, it's fine, we'll just ignore all of their M1 development. But I'm still not happy. I just need a reminder, I'm not happy about that. And we cut to Erika beaming. Wow, this breakfast is super cute. And we see it, they made like a duck out of breakfast, it looks like. And Rihito acknowledges it. That's Amino Resort for you. And Nagi's like sitting between them. It's a really uncomfortable setup there. As Nagi questions, but I'm the one who made the choice here. Which I'm not sure what that line's about, but Erika compliments him. Nice work, Nagi-kun. And Nagi also snorts again, like the sort of like snort of satisfaction there, like as Rihito gets this little like single sweat drop, which feels like Nagi again not quite realizing the jealousy at play there. And then Rihito pulls Nagi aside. A moment, please, Umino-kun. Probably mad about the sort of deal they had last night. And Rihito questions, didn't you say that you'd help me? Why are you here having breakfast with us? And Nagi tells him because they said they only had a table for 3. 2 people consider the table for 3 just fine, no? And Nagi questions! So in other words, you wanted us to leave you out? And Rihito snaps, who, me? I'm talking about you. Erika misses this entire conversation as Nagi realizes, that he completely misread a shit ton of social cues there. And Rihito sighs, well, it's fine. I'll be counting on you next time. Nagi thinks as they all come to a souvenir shop. He's right. What am I even doing right now? Which is our title line right there. What is he doing? Interfering with their relationship. I wonder why Nagi might be interfering with their relationship right now. Interesting question, clueless boy. We cut to the souvenir shop, and Erika turns back to the 2 guys. Since we came to Okinawa without telling everyone, I was thinking we should get them souvenirs. And Rihito, who is not part of this group at all, not part of the everyone group at all, comments, how kind of you, Erika. This one's for Sachi-chan, it's, I don't know what that is. And this one's for Hiro-chan, like, cookbook. Perfect choice, don't you think? She turns to Rihito, who has never met them. I'm sure they'll love it. Nagi now is sort of like taking a back seat, actually, allowing Rihito to sort of have this moment with Erika to propose. But he's also critical of Erika's souvenir choices. No, I think for Sachi it's these. Okinawa exclusive sobashi. Yeah, that's her thing. That is her thing. That is like, for all my problems with Sachi as a character, she is the one who gives us the most sobashi, and you can't go wrong with that. So that's always a point in her favor. And Nagi... Oh no, we see they're playing with a couple of sobashi dolls. Erika and Rihito are. But he thinks, does this mean it's okay for me to buy? And we cut to sometime later, the souvenir shopping done. Erika asks, come to think of it, did Nagi-kun go somewhere? I wonder if he went back to the room. And Rihito realizes that Nagi's fully left them alone. The time has come to make his proposal or get the fuck out. Erika, do you have a moment? I have something important to say. Just between the two of us. What is it? And we see Nagi hiding behind a pillar, listening in. I guess it's time. But he has this really sad look on his face. Why am I acting all gloomy like this? What am I doing, sticking around waiting like this? Rihito-san's a man with a dream, and so handsome, and he's completely devoted to her. And even their families are a perfect match. Not to mention that he's someone Amano-san respects. You can tell just by looking, the two of them are suited to each other. Here's a thought I just had. This chapter, or this scene, in conversation with 124, where Erika is in a very similar position to Nagi and Hiro's dating. How she, for reasons she can't quite explain, is like hiding behind the wall listening to their conversation. It's an interesting parallel Yoshikawa's going with here. Let's keep going. And he slumps down, and I kind of want to go back to 124 and see if this exact line is used. I should be rooting for them. After all, I have Seigo-san. And we see like a shot of Erika's hair as like in his memory she calls Nagi-kun. And he just has this single image of her in his mind. And he just sort of sits there dealing with these feelings he can't understand. And I kind of like this page composition. That like even the left side of the page is Erika asking, "You're proposing to me?" And Rihito nods, "Yeah." But like that one image of Nagi dealing with his feelings is bigger than both of those combined. It's an interesting bit of page composition I really like, actually. And Nagi steps out from behind the pillar, stomping, and calls, "Now hold it right there! Wait just a minute!" Nagi-kun comes bursting forth unexpectedly. Next time, can Rihito's proposal be stopped? Which is a contrast to what Erika did in the same situation 6 chapters ago. I'm gonna dip to 124 for a sec and see if I can find that same "I should be rooting for them" line. Cause like, I feel like, it might be. No, looking at the scene real fast, I don't think it is. I don't think the line is used there. But it's still like a neat parallel regardless. That Nagi and Erika were both in the same situation with their with the other fiance, watching another romance blossom between them, and Erika froze, crying behind the wall, not letting them know that she was upset. Nagi, however, takes action. Nagi tries to stop, or seemingly tries to stop it. We've not really seen how these actions end up playing out, but that is definitely the sort of implication of Nagi's move here, is that he's trying to interrupt it, especially with the blurb saying, "Can Rihito's proposal be stopped?" It certainly seems like Nagi wants to stop it. So yeah, interesting parallel. I've said it before, like, Yoshikawa really is really good at like parallelism. You know, creating these sorts of parallel situations where we see how different characters who are similar in some ways can react in very opposite ways. We saw that, I remember some of the distinctions between the Amano and Umino parents during the M1. We see it here. It's one of her talents as an author, I'd argue. But yeah, all in all, that leaves us being just like a really, really, like, that last scene is really good. If you allow the whole, the whole what's the word I'm looking for? The whole forget everything about the M1 because, Yoshikawa sure has. That's my biggest beef is I don't know what the fuck was going on with that chapter, with that whole arc. But it continues, another one of Yoshikawa's great skills in this series is the way she sort of shows these, sort of beneath the surface emotions. I'm sure by chapter's end it becomes an on the surface emotion. But, looking at the sort of slight tremble in Nagi's, hand as he watches the volleyball, and, how I feel like a lesser author would have Nagi just snap at them for, being together and, oh, I don't know why I did that. But Nagi comes up with, a decent excuse there. Continually through the breakfast segment, as he's, making excuses, they're all decent excuses for why he should be there. But they're also, as much as he does not realize it at the time, he's trying to butt in with the proposal, because on a subconscious level, he very much doesn't want it to happen. I just find Yoshikawa to be a very good, writer of confusing teenage emotions, and I've made that point for, a year now. But it continues to be true all through this chapter. I don't know, I'm trying to, while I think these chapters praises, I want to touch on, it's, I don't know, it's, let me back up. Something I kind of noticed for a while is that while I'm really a fan of, Yoshikawa's way of writing characters and making them feel sort of complex and barely understanding themselves, I also feel at times she's not... I feel like at some point the jokes just stop showing up. There's a couple good jokes here. I like the bit where Erika is just continually eating her food while the guys are having this, serious conversation. But, I feel like it's been a while since I straight up, cackled at a chapter. I think it was the pizza party thing, where everyone kept ordering pizzas, might be the last time I really got a good, belly laugh. And it's not to the series' deep detriment. It's really started to soar in its romantic aspects. But I don't know, it's a weird feeling all of a sudden, because I really do like the chapter. I just, miss the more... And I don't know why it's hitting me right now, but all of a sudden, it's I do kind of miss the days when the series was just kind of a comedy. And maybe that's sort of part of the nature of, how Yoshikawa was structuring the rom-com. She front-loads the comedy to make us care about the characters and then bring in the more romantic drama in a sort of romance version of a Jun Maida game. I don't know. It's an interesting little tidbit there. But anyway, again, Yoshikawa's command of characters' emotion continues to be top tier. And it's just, good to see. It's a continued skill for her. And this chapter is no different in her command of emotion, of the turbulent feelings of teenagers. It's Yoshikawa doing what Yoshikawa does very, very well. And that's always good to see. So with that said, I'm going to leave this video off here. Hope you enjoyed the chapter and the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe, or, do whatever makes you happy, And as always, your life is your own, okay? Bye!